Da da da. This is my Emmy episode. La 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 la. Sorry for subjecting you to my horrible singing, but welcome to my Emmy nomination review, I guess. And I'm not gonna go the traditional route as far as like naming off all these different shows, because I'm only doing this for one purpose. Now, I've seen many channels as far as who they think should win, why they think they should win. They've put out lists, top 10 Emmy shows and whatnot. What's the best show so far and all that stuff. So I'm gonna just basically make this short and sweet. Now, I know that it won't win all the awards that it was nominated for, but it should win the important ones and most of them. What show, you might be asking? Well, the show that I think should probably won't get the most, but should win, like I said, the important ones, is WandaVision. Some of you might not like that. Some of you guys might be cheering for that. But let's be honest. What show made a streaming service so popular? What show had Twitter buzzing? What show had a global impact? What show had so much fandom from two characters that no one absolutely cared about? WandaVision was a masterpiece. Let's get off of the social proof, right? I mean, how it was trending and how everybody was just captivated, the fan art, the music, the remixes, all that stuff. No, not even just an MCU show. No other show at all has done that kind of things except for like Game of Thrones, where it had that kind of global appeal. Or Endgame, an MCU movie, but not a show. The risk that this TV series took, the way they went about it in the first 3 episodes. I'm not saying for the whole thing. Again, it's not perfect. But for those first 3 episodes, when they went through the decades, the acting, the sets, the music, everything about it was like if we were watching them in that era, like in the I Love Lucy's, like in the Brady Bunch, like in the Bewitched, like in all those things that they were trying to show us. They did it so masterfully. And it wasn't just Wanda and Vision, it was all the supporting cast. Everyone involved was so on point. So the nomination, again, I'm not going to go through all of them, but lead actress, hands down, should be Elizabeth Olsen. Supporting actress, hands down, should be Catherine Hahn, or I can't pronounce, I'm messing up her last name, but Agatha, basically. Lead actor should be Paul Vision, if you don't know his name. Best director should go to Matt. And as far as limited series, it hands down should be WandaVision. Those are the most important ones from the Emmys, at least in my opinion. There might be a couple more. Prop set design should also be for WandaVision. There is no other show that has done what this, and I don't think we ever will. The fact that you had so many haters talking about, I can't understand why they're making a WandaVision show, and then for it to prove all of them wrong and make them eat their words, where they themselves were doing conspiracy theory videos, were so engulfed in it and ended up having to eat their words and say, I love WandaVision. I mean, just look at the impact. Now, some people might say, look at the numbers from Disney Plus. Look, I am one of them. I did not have Disney Plus I was gonna buy it because I wanted to see. I'm an MCU fan and I wanted to see all of them. But I was one of those people that bought when they announced that it was gonna be the first one. I was like, should I wait or should I go? I was like, hell no, I'm gonna buy it. The hype, or I'm gonna get Disney Plus. The hype that the first 2 episodes generated, it forced Go and just Google some of those first episodes, or just YouTube it and see some of the people that were the harshest critics. And even, and I don't care what it is, not only just like young people, old reviewers, just whoever it is. The WandaVision, the first 2 episodes forced everyone that was interested and wanted to see what all the hype was to go and spend their money for at least that part of the subscription. When they were like, you know what, I have to understand what this hype is about, because all I heard, even at everywhere I went, have you seen the WandaVision? Did you see WandaVision? What'd you think about WandaVision? People that I didn't even know were MCU fans or Marvel fans, all of a sudden were engulfed in this, and it forced the subscriptions to be bought by a ton of people. That then led to Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and now Loki benefiting from that series being so explosive, so game changing, that a bunch of people ended up buying Disney Plus. And now again, I'm one of them. Okay, I'm probably the least good example, because I was gonna do it anyways, because I was gonna watch the TV shows no matter what. But I know a ton of people that were not going to do it, and as soon as the hype went over, guess what? They bought a Disney Plus subscription. So tell me another show that had that type of impact. Just go on and type in WandaVision tribute video, Vision tribute video, Wanda tribute video, Agatha remix, Agatha All Along remix. How many of them that even late night shows were putting them on? Mind you, I guess some of the things are gonna be like, well, it was a pandemic and we know there was not so much coming out, so of course it was gonna get all that hype. I don't think so. There was a lot of other shows that were out that are nominated and didn't get that kind of hype. So I respectfully disagree with everyone that is not, and that's nominating other shows or saying, hey, this other show should win. I get it, but honestly, it shouldn't even be up for debate. It needs to be WandaVision if the Emmy is going to hold any credibility as far as saying, hey, this is, and I get it, we have to have inclusion and everything, but that's not the way this works. I know every culture, it doesn't matter if the color of your skin, everyone was on board with WandaVision, and to neglect this show from the awards that it needs and deserves to get should be a crime, in my view. And if it doesn't, again, it's doing is the Emmys are just shooting themselves in the foot. A lot of people might disagree with me. A lot of people might say, no, we have to include. They just can't sweep it. Why not? Why can't they sweep? We see sweeps in sports all the time. We see them in other facets of life when just one thing just dominates so much. And it needs to be that, not because I'm an MCU homer or a Kevin Feige homer or a Disney homer or whatever. It's just that it's just that simple. The proof is in the pudding that this show, again, it launched a streaming service, basically forced people to buy it. It became a social event, a global event that you had to be involved with because you couldn't avoid it. It was everywhere where people were like, look, I heard all the hype, I wasn't gonna watch it, and then I ended up watching it and ended up falling in love with it. You might hate the ending, again, it's not a perfect show, but and I've said it in my review, go back and I haven't changed my position. And I've watched a ton of fucking movies and a ton of shows, so I haven't changed my position. And I'm not saying for the entire series, but those first 3 episodes alone. Show me another TV series that has taken those types of risks. And if you can't, then that's the argument's done. So let me know if you agree with me. Do you think that WandaVision should win at least the important awards that they're nominated for? I said it in the beginning. I'm sure they're not going to win all of them. But as far as the people that made that show, the masterpiece that it was, the love letter to Hollywood, and I'm not just saying because it was a love letter to Hollywood that it should win, but come on, it basically gave us everything from the beginning of television to the modern era, and they did it. Execution was flawless. Again, the last episode, you know what? It was a little bit Game of Thrones-ish. I get it. I understand it. And I said the same thing in my episode 7, or my episode 8, I think, review of that TV or the series finale. There was definitely flaws, but for just the first 3, and maybe even at the fourth, even though the fourth was kind of just like a flashback to the when we found out the evil people or whatnot. But those first 3, just in everything that it engulfed, was a masterpiece. But anyways, those are just my thoughts. I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. And until next time.